You know when you mess up, but you kind of feel like you didn't mess up because you got something out of it? That's kind of how I feel right now. It's real late. Wasted a lot of time this evening, and it turns out that it's like 1 in the morning now. So, don't hold this one against me, boys, because it's coming thick and fast. It's coming very, very late. But being late is just what we do on this channel. It's just what we do in real life. And we can't change that. Well, we can change it. We probably should change it. But I don't think that's going to be changing anytime soon. Hey, NarendraTheComic here, and I am being less loud than normal, but I'm still being loud. I'm still being proud. Well, actually, no, I'm being pretty quiet, to be honest, compared to normal, because it is indeed 1 in the morning. So the volume is probably rocked up here quite a little bit compared to normal. That's just kind of how it goes. But the last couple of days, I've been binging something. I've been reinserting myself into the world, the mythos, the legends of Star Wars by watching the Clone Wars animated series, and I've been whisked away, guys, alright? I've not been on Star Wars for a very long time. I've not been supporting the products for about 3 years now. Really, ever since The Last Jedi. Rise of Skywalker wasn't that good, but it was a botch job, and I can't really hate a botch job. I just have to say, well, the previous installment kind of made the botch job have to be happening. Otherwise, it wouldn't have happened. But the Clone Wars has always been a very good show. Rebels also was a fun, different type of show, and I think Clone Wars was probably better, but Rebels was still interesting and a good take on the Star Wars universe, and felt very Star Wars-y, as opposed to the sequel trilogy as it happened to turn out. But I am already on season 2 after like 3 days. That's quick for me, guys. I am really blitzing through it, rewatching it, and I feel like I'm kind of letting myself back into it. I know the Mandalorians had some hiccups with certain issues, and I'm not sure I'm going to support new Star Wars, but at least I can enjoy the stuff which really means something to me, and the Clone Wars series was something which really stood out to me. Most things kind of fell by the wayside at that point. Only Avatar: The Legend of Aang, and probably that with the animated shows, non-anime shows that I continued watching, throughout the rest of my adult life. I think it has a very big sticking factor with me. I mean, Ahsoka Tano is one of my favorite Star Wars characters ever. She didn't have a lot of pull back in the day in 2008 or 9 when the show first came out. But as the years went by, I mean, she's iconic. And now apparently she's in the Mandalorian show. Rosario Dawson is playing her. I'm not sure if I even said her name right there. I think it's Rosario Dawson. She played a night nurse in the Defenders and the MCU Netflix shows, at least. And she's been in a lot of stuff over the years. She's a great actress. I think she's very, very talented. And she kind of fits the Ahsoka role. But for me, I don't think she was the person I wanted cast as Ahsoka. But you don't get what you want all the time. The thing is, I kind of did expect them to go with an Indian casting for Ahsoka because, George Lucas has said that the name Ahsoka is the Indian king Ashoka. Oh, let me just throw this in here now. If you know, you know. This is to one particular person out there. Oh, my guy. There you go. There you go. It's there. It's there for everyone to see. I'm culturally aware. And that was a big inspiration for her character and the namesake of which he gave her. So for me, looking at that character, I always presumed she was going to be cast as an Indian if she ever was put in live action. And I never really wanted her to be in live action, but at the same time I said, if it is ever going to get done, then they probably should cast that way. But in my opinion, generally, cast whoever you want for certain roles, as long as it's not integral to the character's backstory, the culture, the history of the character, the moral center of them, who they are as a person, then I think you can cast anyone you want as any character in most cases, especially if they're new characters, right? This was a created character that was out of the ether. They just made her up, and she stuck, and she was very, very interesting and very cool. But I don't think you should be turning, Doctor Strange to be Asian just for the fun of it. I don't think you should turn Black Panther white. I don't think that works with his character. I don't think turning Doctor Strange Asian works with his character. I think you make an entirely new character, you can make them whatever race you want. But race swapping is an odd one for me. I don't think it is something which works all the time, but sometimes it's absolutely fine because, as I said, it doesn't affect the integrity of the character or who they are. Like, if you just had a bunch of college kids in a TV show, the race of them is probably not really important to the story itself that's being told, in which case you can cast whoever you want, but you can't really cast you probably shouldn't cast Blade as a white guy. Probably more so, you could probably cast Blade as white than Black Panther, but I don't think you should be casting Black Panther as Asian either. That's just not a good idea. So don't be doing those things, but sometimes things change, and this is the way it is. Maybe Rosario Dawson's being cancelled. I don't know. I saw this online a couple days ago. Something she said many, many years ago, or something she did. She might get cancelled after Gina Carano got cancelled. Guys, we live in a weird world, alright? It makes it hard to love Star Wars. I don't know how it's come back round to this, but I've been falling back into the franchise. I've been falling back into love with the stories. And I keep on getting to that loggerheads point where I'm like, but you know, they did mess up quite big. So I'm to-ing and fro-ing. I'm not sure where I stand on it, but I will still enjoy the old stuff. And I'm spending a lot of time on the old stuff. I'll tell you that. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then I don't know, Ahsoka's gonna come after yourself. You don't want that. No, you really don't. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. Now, I've been NarendraTheComic. You have been Graham. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. You've been doing it every day for over 2 years now. We ain't stopping till we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content, because we're hashtag never not here. Just how it goes. Also bring the bakwas, and bakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. I said that way too loud just then. I said that way too loud. I'm going to get a beating probably. Tomorrow morning, I'm going to get done. But it does mean nonsense in Punjabi. Non-stop is just what we do. So see you tomorrow. More of the same, but slightly different. But essentially, the very same. Once more. See you then. Skadoosh.